Which brings me to something that I kind of have to admit to you guys. Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday morning and I am groggy. Allison and I have spent the last couple nights actually doing a ton of planning for our future. Everything from savings to retirement to all kinds of things. And obviously part of that discussion is the vlog, which is really, really cool because we're factoring that into our long-term goals. But it resulted in me feeling really, really tired because we went to bed not too late, actually like 9:30. So I decided it was a good idea to take a Benadryl because I like really wanted to get some good sleep, because I normally wake up a lot of times in the night and oh my gosh. And I wake up not because like I have insomnia, but whenever anything moves around me, I wake up and I instantly like, what was that? What was that? Like, that's how I just pretty much am wired. So if Allison moves or if the cat moves, I'm like, what was that? And so I wake up like 10 times a night. But I took the Benadryl last night and I completely passed out. And this morning, Allison's like, are you gonna get up? I tried to get up, but I literally can't open my eyes. Which, you guys know me, I am totally a morning person, but I couldn't, like, my feet could not hit the floor until I had some coffee. So my lovely wife hooked me up. All right, finally waking up, ready to go to work. Allison, you ready? Okay. All right, I'm leaving. Bye. You're in there naked somewhere. I have a meeting. Love you. Bye. Bye. About to walk into work, but I do want to tell you something. The reason why I wanted to make sure I was fully rested is because I am actually headed to the dentist today. I have to get out of work early. Sometime over the break, I actually snapped one of my teeth, and I don't like eat too many nuts, or I don't grind my teeth or anything like that, so I'm a little worried how I did that. I was pretty much just like walking down the hall at my parents' house and like used my tongue to feel my tooth, like, and it was really sharp, and I was like, oh my gosh. And it wasn't bothering me at first, but the last couple of days it's kind of started to bother me, so we're heading to the dentist. And one thing to know about me is I absolutely loathe the dentist. I hate it. That should be entertaining after work, but let's head in. What's up, guys? I am home now. It's been a few hours since I left work and went and got my dental work done. My mouth is totally like numb right now, and part of my tongue, like all hair, is like totally numb. I think we've done this on the vlog before, but water drinking test. Totally numb. Totally numb. Well, just to let you know what's going on, they told me that it probably was something I ate, so something hard, and the crunch of just whatever was my tooth, which means I probably ate my tooth. You'd think like a tooth eating something like that would be something you'd know. Apparently it's not all that uncommon for people to snap teeth and then eat it. It was apparently just a small portion of my tooth, so they only had to repair a little bit. They said there was no cavities or anything like that. They checked everything out, so teeth checked out. You're welcome, Mom, for, you know, taking care of my teeth after the braces. It all just kind of reminded me of when I first moved to the city, and Allison and I are gonna do a video on this in the future, but maybe not right now because it just didn't work for today. I'm gonna make a video about finding kind of doctors, whether it's a physician of any sort, a dentist, things like that when you move to a big city, because it's kind of scary. And most of the time it's young people moving to a city that they know nothing about, and a lot of times they didn't pick their doctor when they were a kid. I know I didn't. And so this is the first time that they're picking that, and it's really, really important to do your research on what types of physicians you need, and if those physicians have any reviews or anything like that. I'll put a link to the dentist that I use in the description below, so if any of you happen to be in Chicago that are watching, you can check them out. Not that you care at all that this is the dentist that I use, but they do a really, really good job there. I couldn't ask for anything better. All right, it's just about quitting time right now. It is now almost about like 7 o'clock. So Allison should be home any minute. She was gonna run to the store first and pick up some salads for us for dinner, which brings me to something that I kind of have to admit to you guys. CES was tough. Not was it tough because I didn't get a lot of sleep, but it was tough on my paleo whole experience here in lifestyle. I was going out to dinners that I had to go to, being with clients and all kinds of stuff that may or may not have any paleo friendly things on the menu. And so I have deviated in a big way, which is such a bummer. It's kind of like when you hit a rough patch, it's like hard. Well, it's more like when you fall off the wagon and you have to pick yourself back up and get on it. That's the hard part, is getting back on the wagon because you got used to like getting off if even for a couple days. Right now, it is all about getting back in the rhythm, and tonight, I'm heading back to the gym. We're gonna go to the gym downstairs, we're gonna work out and like get it in, because you know what? I have not introduced a ton of fitness back into my lifestyle and regime, mostly because of time. Time is the most finite thing in all of our lives. We all have to make choices about where we spend it, where we don't. Am I producing a video? Am I making plans for future videos? Am I actually working, you know, in my career? Or going to the gym, or prepping meals, things like that. I have to make choices, and I just don't have enough hours in the day. But each of us are empowered with the ability to set the priority of some of those things. Some of the things like work and taking care of ourselves, we don't really get a choice in it. We have to do that. But where we spend the rest of our time is completely up to us as to where we invest that time. And with the things that are most important to us, we get to choose to bring those to the top of the list. And eating right, getting in better health is a top priority for me, because guess what? For all of you that don't prioritize your health, your fitness, your healthy eating habits now, you will pay for those with less time in general, because your life will be shorter. So think about it that way. If we're not investing in time now, it's almost like we're paying now to get more later, and the dividends of now are more years at the end of our lives. Also along that line is something I wanted to bring up from the Christmas video where we gave my dad the gift of going to Ecuador. And we're gonna go to Ecuador. If you guys didn't see that, there's a ton of you that are brand new. I'll put a link in the description below, also up in the corner in the annotation if you wanna check that one out. I almost cried, I'll be honest. I am man enough to admit that it made me very emotional giving my dad that gift, because he is genuinely excited about it, and as am I and all of my brothers. I've actually been doing a ton of work and planning. I'm actually having a conversation tonight with someone in Ecuador actually to plan some of the logistics about that. More to come on that in the future. But what I said to my dad in a letter that I wrote him, and you'll see that in that video, is that Allison and I more and more lately value experiences rather than things. Now, we are very fortunate in our lives, and we have a lot of things that we have accumulated over time based on our hard work, and we've been able to afford them and all of that good stuff. But why for Allison, or for Christmas and on Allison's birthday, are we going to Paris? Why am I and my brothers going to Ecuador here in June to go fly fishing with my dad? It's because an experience cannot be taken away from you. An experience is something all of you together are having and sharing, and that's just so much better in Allison and I's opinion than any possession we could possibly have. And that, my friends, is what it's all about. I just think about my life, and I think about, well, yeah, there is a Christmas tree there. If those of you are new and you're like, why is your Christmas tree still up? Go back in the vlogs and look. Allison and I made a deal about Christmas trees. Anyway, I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about, is the experiences and just going and doing things, guys. When I think about my career and the things and what I want to do and accomplish, it gets kind of mind-numbing because of all of the things and directions that you can do. A lot of you are scared to kind of go one way or another in terms of making a choice that could dramatically impact your career or your life, for better or for worse. And a lot of times people stop with something that they want to do because they're scared. Guys, you can't experience the benefits of, you know, doing some of these things or having these experiences without taking risks, without understanding that some success is only found on the other side of, you know, conquering those fears. And you can do it, and we can do it together. You know, I am scared to death that I am going to experience health problems and die young, because there's a lot of family history of illnesses and things like that in my life. And I have to keep that at the forefront of my conversation in my own head, that I need to be committed to these things. And that's why I was admitting that to you guys, and I'm getting back on the wagon. That's why Allison's picking up salads right now, is because, no, yeah, we could have pizza, yeah, we could have this or that and all that bad stuff, candy, but you have to constantly remind yourself, again, write your goals on the wall like we've talked about in past vlogs. You will not regret it when you meet those accomplishments. And since we're on the topic of goals, we talked about a couple vlogs ago some of the goals that we have, and Allison and I have already, I am so proud of us, sat down and had very real conversations about what we're gonna do to accomplish those goals. Because if you're not setting out a very structured, you know, how to meet your goals, they'll never happen. That's a fact. I can tell you firsthand that if you don't make a plan as to how to accomplish your goals, it won't happen. And if you don't set your goals lofty, I think you're really missing out. Because you know what? If you set lofty goals, you're going to push yourself harder and harder to get to where you want to be. And believe me, if you just set a low-hanging goal, you're not going to get to where you ultimately want to be as fast. That's a promise. All right, rant over. We're just gonna wait for Allison to get home now. So they're like shutting down the highway right now, and cops just went all the way like across every lane. I'm pretty sure there's like a motorcade or something. Yep, it's a motorcade. There are so many of them, and they all have their sirens on. That is crazy. There's like 3 waves of like a ton, and then there's like unmarked cars. Yeah, that's got to be the president. Obama has got to be like coming back or something. Yeah, there's a limo. There's 3, 4 limos right there. So they probably have some decoy ones or something. And then there's like the vans full of security. That's crazy. Like, look way up there. There's like the whole highway is blocked. That's insane. Welcome home.
Hi.
You look cute.
Thanks.
I like that shirt.
Thanks. It's really like a nightgown, kind of.
YOLO. So we're kind of just rounding off our night right now. We have some kind of secret stuff to work on that we'll be sharing with you guys in a couple days. But then also, I've got some calls with the people that I advise. So like I mentioned earlier, some of the people from Ecuador. Lots of stuff going on tonight. I've got my headband and gym clothes on because I'm hoping to maybe go work out after. So we're gonna go ahead and end the vlog right here, guys. So thanks for sticking with us. Give this video a big thumbs up. We appreciate all of you. Be sure to subscribe if you're brand new. Check out our social media links. You might want those. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.